This is Eagle Owl, and today I will be talking about these backup QBs, man. They are constantly disrespecting Jalen Hurts. Also, DeVonta Smith is officially listed as out, and Bryce Huff is officially on IR. But let's hop straight into it. All right, man. Before we hop straight into it, I got to talk about Daniel Jones. I feel bad for him as the human. Well, if you live under a rock, Daniel Jones was cut and released by the Giants, and the rhetoric started. Yo, the Eagles should sign him, give him a shot as a backup. He's better than Kenny Pickett. We should cut Kenny Pickett and sign Daniel Jones. First of all, that'd just be bad business because we traded up or traded back actually to go get Kenny Pickett. I mean, Daniel Jones, Kenny Pickett, Tanner McKee. If Jalen Hurts get hurt, we not going anywhere, man. I don't trust any of these backups. And again, human side of me, of course, a man lost his job, even though he's making millions of dollars. Some of us will never see in our lifetime. But at the end of the day, I do feel bad for the guy. But at the same time, we got a job to do. We have a job to do, and he wasn't executing. And now, did the Giants make it easy for him? Absolutely not. Never built the offensive line. Never really got him any receivers. He had Saquon for years, but I mean, you decide to draft Malik Neighbors, but then you get rid of Saquon. So he just never had the full team around him, to be fair. So it could be a little of that. I don't know. But at the same time, Daniel Jones was missing guys. He just didn't look good, man. Missing guys, wrong reads, look confused, look dazed at times. So I'm not trying to come up with excuses for the guy, but he was bad. But again, at the same time, management really did nothing to help that situation. Giants, if we being honest, they just been bad. You know what? They won the Super Bowl 2011, and since then they never really built a team. And even if you look at those Super Bowl teams, it wasn't like dominant teams. It wasn't like 13 wins or something like that. Like they dominated the league. They just got hot at the right time. They was never really like this. Oh my God, Giants are good. They never were that to me, in my opinion. They always had like somewhat of a stout defense or whatever, but offensive side, they was never really dominant like that. Not in my lifetime. Not at all. So again, Daniel Jones will land on his feet. He'll be a backup somewhere. Let's watch him. Let's see what happens. I honestly think he should go to Dallas. No, Dallas really want to win or whatever, or give a shot. I mean, he's better than Cooper Rush and what Trey Lance. Get him on a cheap deal for the rest of the year. So see what he got. Maybe he'll win a couple games, knock them out of the, they draft order or whatever. Maybe he give the Cowboys some life. I don't know. But coming to Philadelphia, absolutely not. But speaking of backup quarterbacks, shout out to Chase Daniels, Ryan Fitzpatrick, and Colt McCoy. Yes, those the three guys that been on Jalen Hurts' head. So the latest one is Colt McCoy. And let me just play the clip.
I really like Philly. Their offensive line is tremendous. A.J. Brown, DeVonta Smith, Dallas Goedert. Don't forget Saquon Barkley. I mean, how can you forget him? He rushes for over 100 yards a game, catches like 7 or 8 balls a game, jumps over people backwards. I mean, this dude's ridiculous. My holdup is Jalen Hurts. You watch the game and you go back and you see the highlights. It's like he doesn't do anything crazy or special, and he's 18 of 30 for 200 yards and 2 touchdowns. And it's like, how did this happen? And he rushes for 2 touchdowns a game with the tush push. They obviously have this figured out on offense. They have a formula. I think Kellen Moore's doing an awesome job getting all these guys to football and putting together schemes up front that, Saquon week to week is just running through open holes. Like, it's just awesome. Like, I don't see like these big time throws or great reads or awesome third down conversions. Just like Jalen just kind of figures it out and relies on everyone around him. They've won 6 in a row. Like, I think they probably win again against the Rams. I mean, the Rams are solid. They could totally come in there and win. But at the same time, Philly is sound up front. Their defense is playing a lot better. And as long as Jalen Hurts doesn't mess it up too bad, they find ways to win.
No facts, no data, no statistics. He just haven't looked special. That's all he got to say. Yeah, I watch these guys, but Jalen Hurts just don't look special. Now I'm not gonna throw ad hominem attacks, which we can do about Ryan Fitzpatrick career or Colt McCoy career, Chase Daniels. Like they all were backups, placeholders for the kickers or whatever. I think they're a little jealous of Jalen Hurts. I think they are because Jalen Hurts was drafted in the second round, supposed to, go into the third round or whatever he was projected, but he overcame a lot. He overcame a lot, man. I mean, since he been a starter, he's been in the playoffs. Remember, the real test trial for Jalen Hurts was his first year starting. Remember, a lot of people like, we're going to really watch him this year, and if he can't, get nothing done or whatever, maybe Nick Sirianni move on because Nick Sirianni, it was his first year. We wasn't sure if he wanted Jalen Hurts to be his quarterback. And what he did was overcame a lot. And then 2022, they're like, okay, let's give him weapons and let's see what he can do. He want A.J. Brown, we're going to bring him here. You got A.J. Brown, and they said it that year. If he can't get it done this year, maybe we can move on. But all the way to the Super Bowl, we lost. But he took that team to the Super Bowl, man. So, Laurie and those guys did the right thing, paid them 2023, started off the year hot, but we fluked. We was too inexperienced. We couldn't adjust because we just didn't have the coaches to do it. Now, this year, you're going there with experienced coaches. They know how to adjust. We started 2-2. A lot of controversy, but we haven't lost a game since. But you get my point. Jalen Hurts is a part of that. We tested this theory in 2022. Anybody could play in that offense and win. Okay. Jalen Hurts got a shoulder injury. Minshew, come in. They say anybody could win in his offense, right? So Minshew, he comes in, he loses to the Saints, and he lost to the Cowboys. We're like, okay, the first seed is slipping away. Jalen Hurts, with your injured shoulder, please just finish out the Giants this last game because we don't trust Minshew. And that's exactly what happened. And again, we've seen this time and time again where backups come in and they look like pure ass. I'm just keeping it real. So there's not really a theory that any quarterback can do it. We've seen it. No, any quarterback cannot do it. The threat, a lot of people are saying Saquon Barkley, and Saquon Barkley is great. But the threat of Jalen Hurts' legs, you just don't know. It opens up holes for Saquon Barkley. Yes, DeVonta Smith and A.J. Brown and Dallas Goedert. But that threat of Jalen Hurts is the reason why. That's why you even starting to see bigger runs from Jalen Hurts because they're like, oh, snap, we got to worry about Saquon. Maybe they try to fool us this time and Jalen Hurts keep it. I mean, Jalen Hurts make this thing work. I don't think a non-mobile quarterback can get it done. And without an arm. Like, for example, if Daniel Jones was here, yeah, he got the threat of the legs, but the arm the accuracy is, I don't know. Jalen Hurts is the perfect guy to fit in this system or whatever we doing. I think he is, and I think these dudes' critiques are extremely unfair. I keep hearing Chase Daniels saying, well, they stopped throwing the ball uh a lot and that's what's going on or whatever. I mean, yeah, you got Saquon Barkley. Yes. Jalen Hurts should not be throwing the ball 40 times with a running back like Saquon Barkley. That shouldn't even happen. Ryan Fitzpatrick. Oh, when I watch this team is Jalen Hurts or whatever. Now the beginning of the season I was on Jalen Hurts, but you can't really say that now. Jalen Hurts haven't been putting the ball in harm's way except against the Dallas Cowboys. He eventually cleaned that up. But we talking about a guy that these past 6 games, I know he had over like 12 touchdowns and only like 2 turnovers to the Cowboys, who he was going to blow out anyway. Come on, stop it. The critiques are extremely unfair. I heard these same things time and time and time again in 2022. Maybe it's a sign that People really think we're gonna go to the Super Bowl. I don't know. I don't know. But what I will say right now, the quarterback that's playing the best in the NFC to me is Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts or Jared Goff. You could go with either or. Top 1 and 2. And ironically, both of these guys got a really good run game. Both of these guys are really taking care of the ball. Well, Jared Goff threw 5 picks and they won the game. But I'm just saying, overall, Jared Goff is having a good year, and overall, Jalen Hurts is having a good year. And they both got a really good run game. They both got a really good team around them. And they both got really good coaches around them. So one guy is getting praise, then the other guy is getting criticized for the team he have around him. Absolutely insane. Because all I said was Jalen Hurts cleaned up the turnovers. We Super Bowl bound because we're not giving these other teams chances to beat us. And you see what happens. We're not giving these teams chances to beat us because we taking care of the ball. That's all I ask for Jalen Hurts. But again, these Colt McCoys and stuff. Again, I'm not the guy to throw ad hominem attacks, but again, look at the stats of those guys and look at the stats of Jalen Hurts, man. It just don't compare. But that don't mean they are bad analysts if they were backups or whatever. Sometimes backups they become good coaches like Kellen Moore or become good analysts. I say Dan Orlovsky is pretty fair in his critique. Sometimes he could go off the rails, but he's pretty fair. So again, I really didn't like the Colt McCoy one because it was no substance. Oh, he just don't look special. It was no substance behind it. Give me the numbers. Is he turning the ball over? No. Is he doing positive things for the Philadelphia Eagles? Yes. Do we need him to be Tom Brady? No, we don't. Do we even need him to be Patrick Mahomes? No, that'd be great, but no, we don't need him doing Superman stuff. He got the weapons and he's utilizing them. Just is what it is. But if he needs to take over a game and win a game, he will do it. 3rd and 9. Nobody's open. Let's go get this first down. Now the quarterbacks ain't doing that. We seen Jaden Daniels, for example. It's 3rd and 2 or 3rd and 3. Jaden Daniels go give us the first down. Nope, couldn't do it against N'Kobe Dean. And nope, when they tried to hike it to him and he tried to run to the outside, couldn't do it. But Jalen Hurts could get that done. Jalen Hurts, if he was on Washington and they ran that play and N'Kobe Dean was right there, Jalen Hurts might have ran over N'Kobe Dean. Just keeping it a buck. Winner mindset and a guy that's trying to figure it out mindset between Jaden Daniels and Jalen Hurts. But Jalen Hurts don't get the respect. You know, he got Smitty, AJ, and all that. Whatever. But let's talk about this injury report. Okay. So DeVonta Smith, as expected, is officially out. Britton Covey is dealing with the shoulder. He's questionable. But everybody else is ready to go. So again, about DeVonta Smith, we all seen that coming. I'm like, yeah, he's not practicing. He limped after the game. It's the Rams. No offense to the Rams. Rams are a good team that is hot right now. But if you had any game you wanted him to sit out, it's this one, and really be ready for like the Baltimores, the Washingtons. You know, get him ready for those games for sure. But if there was a game we can win without him, it'd be the Rams. So get healthy, DeVonta Smith. Definitely get healthy. Bryce Huff. Bryce Huff is officially on IR, so I'm assuming that open spot will be for Britton Covey. So yeah, we have Britton Covey back. Be our punt returner. We could rest Cooper DeJean. He could have fresh legs on defense. So yeah, it'd be good to have Britton Covey back. But that's all I got for you guys today. And hey, man, what do you think? How do you feel about the news today? Backup quarterbacks, Daniel Jones, Bryce Huff, DeVonta Smith. But this is Eagle Owl, man. I'm out.